Welcome to Degrees of Separation, a podcast where we journey to learn how we are connected and who we are connected to.
It gives us at least a glimpse of how connected we all are.
From entrepreneurs and small business owners to difference makers and thought leaders throughout our communities. This is Degrees of Separation with Joshua Peacock and Daryl DJ Sales.
Hey, what it is, what it do, man. We're back in this thing one more time, man. It's your host, Elder Joshua Peacock.
And your boy Daryl DJ Sales.
Yes, sir, man. Degrees of Separation, man. Best duo on this side of heaven, man. We got a very good episode for you, man. We have a very special guest slated to be with us on today, man. I'll let DJ do the honors.
Yes, we got a very special guest with us today, man. I believe they are Miami Northwestern alumni. I'm not sure now.
Oh man, we got royalty in the building, man.
I believe that's the school that they graduated from. But I wound up leaving. But nonetheless, man, I got definitely a friend of mine. They came through with a banger just for us, man. I could kind of elaborate a little more, but as always, I like to let them tell a story. But today we have the owner of Renae's Salads and Wraps Bars. I believe that's the name of it.
Yes, that's it.
That's it? Okay.
Yeah, that's it.
None other than Renae herself, the owner.
Hey, hello.
Hey, how you doing, y'all? Just real quick, you remember you ever had the silent clap in class back in school when you clap like this, like the two fingers?
Oh yeah, with the little.
I just thought about that just now, man.
I do the snaps, man. When it be silent, I hit them with the snaps.
Okay.
Yeah. So,
But
hi, how is
but
everybody doing? My name is Renae, the founder of Renae Salads and Wrap Bar. We specialize in healthy living and healthy alternative. If you're looking to want to keep up with keeping your body, but just to lose weight or get some of all that bad stuff out of your body, we specialize in meal preps where we people better with their health that has high cholesterol or anything. Basically, to get it down by eating clean and all around.
okay, cool. So that means that y'all food is it organic? Is it free from high fructose?
Now I'm not gonna sit up here and I will tell you that it's something that the Lord gave me, and just says that's how I do all of my salads and all of my wraps. No fatting, no like stuff to make you gain with your body. I like you could go out to these fast food restaurants and you eat and you get tired. You don't want to work anymore. Our food is
Yeah.
not like that. Strictly given as God gave it to me. That's how I fix it. Like, it's organic soon, but we're not. Organic is not.
I've heard that organic food is it's a scam. Like there is no real organic.
I said this because I was like, so how do you know? Because they can make up anything and put a sticker on there, and just because they put something on doesn't necessarily mean that it's organic. I can get a book and stick a sticker on there and says this is organic and get that water from the. You know what I'm saying? So just because something says organic doesn't necessarily mean means that that's what it is. Of food that they claim are supposed to be good for you, those stuff are the so you're paying more money and you're thinking, hey, the more I pay for something that's more like stuff in it than the stuff that you eat or whatever and stuff like that. So I don't always go for the hype of organic or whatever. Flow however the Lord gives it to me. I will go and get me some $2 level with it, and if God say do it this way, then that's how I'm gonna do it. It's gonna taste just because they put something
Facts.
on it and say it's organic doesn't mean that.
Right.
Facts, all facts. So, how long has it, how long has your business been in operation?
Well, I started this I would say in June of 2000 and around the pandemic time, and I would say a couple of months, going on 2 years that I'm an entrepreneur and a CEO of my business. Almost going on 2 years.
Tenfold. Tenfold. Okay, okay. I know that I said, man, I was supposed to come down there and kind of do business with you, man. But you wouldn't even believe me. I haven't even been back to Miami since. Like, I haven't been there. I
It's so
haven't been there. Hmm.
it's okay. I mean, I would like to work on as time goes on, and as time, as you get this entrepreneurship thing, and you have your own business, it takes a lot of work, and it takes a lot of consistency, and sometimes consistent, um, with a full-fledged business, your everyday life. So it's like you take it one step at a time and juggle other things you got going on. It's like, okay, you gotta just step back and take in the future want to expand, like be local and like different states. God's willing, God allow it, So when I was like you wanted to come down to Miami and you just couldn't come down to Miami for whatever like as God allow it, as I say later on, it's something that I will land and not just stay in Miami, but hopefully my business grows and it extends, where
Yeah.
everybody can taste the goodness of the Lord.
And man, let me tell you,
Because it's good. Because it's
it
good.
it was a I think it was like a conch, like it was like a salad that had like conch in it. I was like, bruh,
Yes.
I, I was like, bruh, I don't even really eat the shellfish now, but man, that thing looked so good, it almost drug me down there, man. I was like, I got to get one. I got to see what it is. I just got to see what it is. Even if I
I,
get it for my wife and she tell me, oh, it was fine. That's enough.
I do like we do. I do like conch burgers, but then like some customers don't want the extra bread or whatever the case may be. So this one particular, I don't want the conch on the bread. Can I get it on the salad? I was like a fried conch salad on lettuce, and I never tried it that way. So I'm like raw conch cut up with vegetables, like that's conch salad. So I'm like, okay, then let's add strawberries. Let's do this. And surprisingly, she salad was the bomb. So I was like, whoa, if you like it, customer want it, it's on the menu. That's what we gonna serve. Like, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that's dope, man. Oh yeah, Peacock, I done skipped over the degree of separation.
It's all good. We here, baby. We
If,
here. Let's get to it.
but yeah, so yeah, the degree of separation for me and Renae is zero. I went to school with her. We went to I was about to say fam. We went to Miami Northwestern senior, crib. You know, we was bulls. Right across
Yeah.
the street from the beans. Nah. But yeah, and I believe I went to the West for probably like 2 years though. I think I did ninth grade, and I ain't gonna flex. You know, I had failed, so I did ninth grade again there, and then
Oh
I
man, DJ. Wow.
But you
hey,
went to Charles Drew too, right? I believe
oh yeah,
Charles Drew. Yes. So we went to Charles Drew together as well. Yeah.
but see at Drew, I was real lame though, man. I ain't gonna lie, I ain't gonna lie, I really was lame, period. Like, because I don't know, I just was different, I wasn't really the average guy, but yeah, I did go to Charles Drew, and then I went to the West, and I wound up leaving. I was like, look, I'm out of here. It's getting too rowdy. I went to I finished up at Corporate Academy North. But nonetheless, yeah, that was my degree of separation, zero. We went to Miami Northwestern together.
What about
And
15 years later, y'all still in it?
yeah, yeah.
It was
I don't know. I knew because I think James, my brother James, shout out to James, man. He doing his thing right now in Miami, but he was dating your cousin, I think, at the
yeah.
time.
Yeah. Yes,
Yeah,
he was.
he was dating her, and that's kind of like when I was like, I don't know. I don't even remember. I don't remember the timeline. You be like in and out, but
Yeah.
I think that was
Yeah.
yeah.
Like things stay the same. It changes. Yeah.
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 Oh
But
man, reminiscing. Oh man, y'all.
yeah, man,
Oh,
cool days.
it's
So
But
definitely changed because I seen
go
Dara.
ahead.
I was like, oh, Dara's married with a whole family and got kids. This is surprising because Dara never really talked in school. You couldn't get him to say like at all.
You would talk, but I find it hard to believe, man.
No, he never said much. Never. Like he was more
No,
yeah,
so like one of those people that stayed to be hang around with, but like he never really said that much in school.
oh, okay.
yeah. That's definitely how it was. I don't know. I think it was a defense mechanism, man. In Miami, just
Right.
it's a different world. But
Mm-hmm.
speaking of Miami, like as far as you having a business down there, like I know the cost of living
Mm-hmm.
is just like it's different. Even just from me being in my in Gainesville, and like that small, people would consider that to be like it's not a major difference. It's still in Florida, but like I think it's like maybe 5 hours away. But like the cost of living is just like
Yes.
through the roof down there, and it's like, does that kind of like affect you like owning a business, or is it still because
Um,
from Mhm.
in the cost of living in Florida is not what it used to be. It's extremely high. I always say everything is going high, but your job, like work,
Yeah.
you go in the store, you see like groceries is going up, rent is going up,
Mm.
but so I believe that once God and no matter like if the rent and anything is going up, like if God can, like you don't have to worry about. I mean, it has its days where eating from you that particular day. Everybody don't always want to eat healthy. Any business that I have worked in, as far as a restaurant, you gonna have some slow days. You gonna have some days where people don't want to buy with you, and you gonna have some days where people like listen from you. Just gonna have a booming day and a not booming day. But if the Lord, like no matter what's going on, because I've experienced this myself. Like if God give you something, He's He's faithful enough. He's faithful to enough to bring in the customers or what. Like I said, you have some days where you know it's not always going to be all good. Yeah, but if God gave you something and God has entrusted, you must believe and know that if God gave me this business, God is going to help carry this business. So, I mean, as far as buying products and stuff, like it's a bit pricey because you have to learn your customers. Everybody wants something for nothing. Oh, that's too high. But the amount of money that I'm putting into my products, I'm not giving you. You get what I'm saying? I know the
Yeah.
quality of what I'm giving you because Subway, I have worked in all types of restaurants, and those food that are fresh and healthy, they're not fresh at all. Things come already like pre-packaged or they're frozen, and they just throw it and keep up with the dates on them, and you have to use them by a certain time, or it will waste. And what happens is a lot of times they're pulling in and pulling out business, believe it or not. Like those things that you think are fresh that tonight, those people don't want to lose money. They don't want to get rid of that stuff. They're stored. So when they come back the next day, that same thing that they say that is fresh, they're paid.
Yeah.
Okay, and then you have like, let's say for example, I work in getting rid of lettuce. They're gonna take the old lettuce that they had from yesterday, and they're gonna put the new lettuce to the bottom, and you're thinking you're meanwhile you're getting stuff that's from the yesterday. They don't want to lose any money because if the products cost too much and not thrown away, you have to be able to, I guess, learn how without food. Food cost is high. It's
Yes.
very high. Spend money buying products and just to throw it away, it's a lot. So present something to you, and I know that I'm giving you something because I've worked in what they do in this restaurant. I can't dummy down my price like, oh, it's too
Yeah.
much. I'm giving you something fresh. I'm cooking you fresh chicken. I'm giving you fresh lettuce. The lettuce stay in the fridge about 2 or 3 days, and it's starting to. Mind you, lettuce take like up to 5 days. They're not gonna throw that stuff away. They're gonna give it to you because they don't want to. So when back to when I said when God gives him that, he's gonna carry whatever he gives to you. Provision is something that my spiritual father said a long time ago to me as the body when he was preaching to us. He was like, wherever God sends you, God has like God is not gonna send you somewhere or give you something if he have already did not go there, or you get what I'm saying? It's gonna
Right.
stand. So buying those stuff, yes, it's pricey. It costs a lot because everything is being everything. But I stand firm on that. Whatever gives you something, he's gonna. He's not. It's true. He's not. He is gonna keep whatever or preserve whatever he gives to you. So thing could be going up, and you can have a business that you just started out on, and you're booming. Buying from you left to right because why? This is not something you started. This is not science. This is something that God has given to you.
Yes.
So if God,
Yes.
you can trust God to bring the people in. You can trust God to keep the business flowing. At the same time, I learned too in the midst of you carrying a business and continue to flourish your business, the same thing you put in, ensure that you give back to God too, because that keeps your business flowing. That shows God me, I'm trusting you that I can give it back to you, and I know that by me giving it back what you gave to me. So it's, you know,
So where
it
did
is
you get
high.
your get your start at? Like, we understand, during the pandemic a couple of years ago you launched off, but where does this all begin with you?
Um, literally, um, okay. When you say where did it start at? Like honestly, I can tell you, I was sitting, and it was just like the idea that God gave me. So, my home, what I did was I started selling out of my house. Still do now until I get like a store that I can take off in. So, that's where it started for me at home.
Right. Have you ever considered like a food truck or being mobile?
So many people food truck. I do want to do a food because I don't want to just stay in one place. I've even went out and at the food trucks and see the cost of it, and it's such a great idea because you don't find to one spot. You can move around and whatever, but yeah, but
How come
food truck
nobody ever uses
is
the ice cream man method? Nobody's used that method for food, man. Like they have people at food trucks that go set up at a location or go to different businesses and partner with them, but nobody plays music and ride through the neighborhood serving food.
food. That makes
Hey,
I never thought of it. It's such a good idea. What I did
That's why everybody
was
comes to degree of separation for our ideas.
don't they?
wow. I
Don't
never thought about that, but that's such a good idea. I made like a few wraps or salads, and I've disputed this like the gym or try to get your like people from word of mouth. Like if my
Right.
product is good, I don't product because my product sells for itself. So if you try it and then you're gonna tell somebody else, and then somebody else is gonna want to try, and then you get like woof like that. But I, I never thought to say, well, get a truck and play songs. And that's a good idea. Maybe I'll try one of these days. The truck and
All right.
the ice cream
I
method of
think I
it.
remember a dude like that in Miami though. Like there was a guy who used to like sell like what they call it cucumbers and mangoes and and the vinegar, and he used to ride
Oh,
around like specifically on because I stayed on 61st, and he used to ride around with like rap music blasting, and when everybody heard him, they flag that dude down and get like some mango. I don't know what they call it, the mangoes and the vinegar and the salt
nigga.
pepper.
Yeah, I know
Yeah.
what you. I never seen him though. No, I never.
And see,
Yeah,
dude used to be in the van, so like it used to be like a lot of space in there. Like he used to sell a lot of product. I mean, I'm presuming.
Right. Right.
wow. I
But
never thought of that, but that's a good idea though.
facts, facts. So like this idea wasn't in like when this idea came, it just like came into your head or popped into your head. Like, was it like, man, like was there like what was the process of like writing and planning everything out like or like if you were to write a business pitch, like where you're like, man, I want something that's like healthy but quick to make, or you know what I'm saying, like what did that process itself look like?
Um, I'm still trying to like map it out because you have to shop, and shopping sometimes is very much so exhausting. Then do it like if you're running an actual, like if you're in an actual restaurant. As the Lord gave me the idea from me working in the restaurant, I took from each restaurant what I learned. Like if I was to do inventory, I would make a certain amount of tuna. I would put it in like little label it used before this date. I mean, like wherever you go, whatever job, by me saying that, how did I get the idea? So it was all back. I'm like, okay, God, you to obtain wealth. How do you obtain this wealth? Like the placement, and sometimes the things that you don't want to do is the very things that God has, that you can make, you can obtain wealth from where you've been. I myself been working in a lot of restaurants. I'm like, oh my God, I just can't. Long before I even was in God, this thought in the back of my mind pertaining to business. But I was like, I never want to take too much. Like it takes too much. Like the effort. And I'm in the restaurants and I'm looking around. I'm like, how do they get the money to keep this open? To keep, like, it's too much. So I would just take a restaurant and I would just, I don't know, I would just to my business. Like I've been working at Subway, and I know that a lot of people. I never thought that my general manager, she was like, "This is the way you do it," and the very thing that I hate doing is the very thing that I'm doing now as this.
Right. We speak a lot about that. You know, going when you're somewhere, you're
Right.
working for a company and you have a business mind. Don't just go clock
Right.
in and just do it. Like take inventory about how the steps that are taken, and learn from that job, and
Right.
take that and apply it to whatever you have going on.
Working at
Right.
Subway or working at Bamboo Shack, because they did wraps too. I thought I'd be doing wraps and salads, but to be honest with you, it was. So when I started it, I was like, wow, what are the odds that I at Subway? Because I heard this guy said, he said, if you're gonna be a stop being a cashier, work your way up in the business. Like, don't just settle. If you're somewhere and you're not there for a long time, don't just stay there and just get nothing. Take what you need from each place. So, like I said, I incorporated into my business as far as inventory. Now so I'm learning things too. So when I am able to open up my serial manager, she do certain things a certain way, like the way you in his head, like it's a lot. So a lot of things I take from her now. So running my business or in my store, I can incorporate that in my stores.
Right. Wraps are like the secret weapon of food, man. My wife make these like chimichanga wraps and different wraps. I just had some wraps for dinner tonight, man, and they are the secret weapon because you could you could put a whole meal inside the wrap. Now,
You
what
can put a lot.
you can put a lot. What are some of the things on the menu that you provide?
So I do chicken wraps. We just the tuna is off the chain. Like to me, like I love tuna. It's the best. I'm not just but it's the best. We do steak wraps. We do. I don't know. Like I said, I've been like one of those people where if the idea comes to me, I'm gonna take it. If God gives me an idea to say, well, try this, put this in the wrap. First, say, well, oh, I'm not gonna. I'm gonna put that thing in there. If He tells me to put lettuce on top of steak, on top of shrimp, I'm gonna jam pack all that stuff, and I'm making the wrap as if how I would like to make my wrap. Stuff on there, and I'm like, maybe they won't like it. So when they taste it, they're like, oh my God, yeah, because I'm fixing you to wrap as if I was eating the wrap. So different meats, steak, tuna, chicken, and I can make you off the chain wrap. Doesn't matter what it is. tasty and healthy at the same time. See, when you
It's a
eat this wrap, you don't get energy.
yeah, yeah. It's a science to making to like do the rapping part. Like I try to go in there and do my own rap. My wife's like, go make you like a while back. She's like, go make you. Man, I couldn't
And
even.
you
I ain't
can't
man. She got to
get it
flip it and
right.
flop it. It ain't just rolling
Oh
it up. You
Lord.
know what I'm saying?
Oh
Ain't just
Lord.
rolling
You
it
can't go.
out.
You ain't no
You have
roll
to
up.
Bro, I'm the
It's
same way, bro.
prepare.
I am the same way.
it's like a blunt,
Yeah,
man. You can't just roll it. You gotta.
it's not. Everybody can't roll a wrap now. Like to
It
some
be the
people, they're
tough.
like,
Yeah,
yeah,
man.
it's easy. My cousin was like, oh my God, how do you fool the rap? I tried to fool it, and the Lord didn't give it to you. And I'm not gonna tell you how I rap it. But yeah, like I'm not gonna tell you how I do everything. But
Right.
I can walk what God gave to me. I don't want to like always share. We
Yeah,
stay in
it's
our
like
lanes, and yeah,
yeah, it's like folding the fitted sheet.
yeah, basically,
I'm good at doing that.
Oh, I can't do it, bro. You know how
I
I
I,
fold a
I
fitted
love
sheet?
it.
I'm telling you, it's really not hard. It's not
So
hard.
you was the one that my mom used to warn me about. Like y'all just like them kids down the street. Just want to ball up the sheet and throw it up at the top of the closet.
Right, right. Don't want to
And
fall.
Kobe.
He said, "Cool."
Oh gosh.
Hey, that's messed up, man. But man,
Oh
Oh,
hey,
man.
if I made all my raps like how I wanted to eat them for everybody else, it wouldn't be no product left for me because I need like a whole steak in mine and I need like
a
13
whole,
scoops of tuna.
listen.
I like the
Oh,
vegetables, but I be wanting just as much protein in it as I want vegetables too.
Just
yeah, yeah,
just as much to me, but you have to be careful with that because even though you like meat, you don't fit. So
Yeah,
yeah.
definitely
Real
have
quick.
the portion size.
Go ahead. Go ahead. And
No,
we have a real
that,
good
that was
conversation. We have a real good conversation with Renae and her business, but we have a real quick uh, commercial from our sponsor. We'll be right back with you.
oh,
Degrees of separation connecting you to the source.
If you want to represent your faith with your fashion, go to gospelgains.com. If you want to show your salvation on your sleeve, gospelgains.com. GOSPELGAINS. Type in the word degrees at checkout. You'll get a 15% discount on your entire purchase.
All right, we're back with Renae Curtis, man. We're having a real good time, man, discussing our business. Renee's salads and rap, right?
Renee's salad and rap bars
Bars,
or
okay.
rap bar.
Rap
I'm
bar,
sorry, bar.
okay.
Yes,
Okay. Renee's
you got to
salad
see.
and
I'm around here thinking about
yeah,
Eminem. No, I'm
about to
joking.
spit. Yeah, I'll say it real
Spitting
quick.
Yeah, Renee's Salads and Rap Bar down in Miami, Florida, man. The crib. I ain't been down there yet to get me any, man. I've been slacking, man. I've been going through, but
And
it's all
man,
right,
she got me ready to take a trip, man. She got me ready to go down south, man, and get me a wrap, get me a salad, man,
man.
and do the
I'm telling you, bro, it is worth it. When I tell you it is worth it, like I just looked at it and I was like, man, I don't even like even when I used to eat conch, I was like, yeah, it's all right. But when I looked at it, I was like, man. That thing look fried, and it looked like I looked at the tuna. I'm like, man, something is. I don't know what it is. Like her presentation is on point.
Hold on,
Like
man. Let
that.
me
That
get my
might be.
son, man. Go ahead, man. My son running in on me, man.
it's
Yes,
okay.
yes. It's cool,
But
man.
just as you
We
see the picture, like I'm not just saying, oh, it's good based off of me, but you see the
yeah.
picture, and just as you see it, experience it by eating it, it tastes just the way it looks too, like literally.
Yes, yes. So when you started though, it wasn't like was it? Because I don't know. I'm very I'm very like I'm always interested in hearing like well when you start, did you face hardships, or how
Oh
was it?
my God. When I first started, man, it's the bomb. Cause I had like my spiritual mother, she would be like, she would do this thing on Facebook called Wake Up and Win. So it's like in prayer uh thing in the morning time that she would do. So I had sent her like a few solace or whatever. And everybody, and then like as she told more people, it was like a spark of wow. It was like I was just sending people, sending people, sending people. And it was so many people within my church. It started to become overwhelming because I'm like,
Wow.
oh my God. And then if I run out of stuff, this person I want this many, or I want, and I was like, whoa, 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 whoa. I'm just starting. I'm just starting. This is like too much. Then after a while, it started like I was slowing down a little bit and whatever and stuff like that. So the days I first started, like those first couple of weeks, I started like see something starting off good and everybody's buying from you. Like I made $1,500 within that week
Yeah.
that I started selling wraps and salads. Like literally
Wow.
when I first started at $1,500.
Jeez.
As on like it just started slowing down. I was like, oh my gosh, God, like what's going on? Nobody don't want to eat today. Nobody don't want to eat healthy today. Sometimes where it's like, ugh. But then you have to realize as business, so you can't put it down and pick it up when you feel like it.
Yes.
You can, and to be honest, sometimes you don't want to be consistent because attention, it requires so much work. It requires you to like just every area overall, shopping, prepping. Those two alone is yeah. It, at
So how
first
many
I was
people
like,
you got
I
help?
don't know, but you know,
How many people you got helping you? Is it just you, or you got some?
if it was just me, it was just me when I first started helping me. So my spiritual mom was like, get your kids to help you. Like get her. And the kids them like sometimes they do good for a couple of hours, or when they get tired, and it's just like, oh my God. Then I have a friend, she would come and have like two of them. If she come and help me, because she has her business where she does, but she tutors kids. It's like a mentorship where she tutors young people. So she will always come and lend me a helping hand. So what you need me to do, she'll prep this. She's like, you just have to show me how to wrap or how to hold it or do this. So it was more adult help than opposed to the
Right,
children, because sometimes the
Right.
children get tired and yeah.
right. So what go ahead, DJ.
No, I was just gonna say, so as of now, do you see yourself maybe, you know, are you prospected to, expand to the point where you may wind up hiring help, or you're like, it's a little tedious, but you can still manage, with just kind of you,
Um.
as of now.
So for right full time at KFC, I'm not gonna even lie to you. It's almost like I took a break from the
Mhm.
business, but I am like I took a break to just balance things out, like how to make things easier for me. Right now, I'm in finding residents. So until then, my mind is racing on what can I incorporate or what I didn't do when I first started my business that I can incorporate. So when I can put my hands in it, it's more effectively overwhelmed, and what I need, I'm putting like things into places. And I'm also looking to incorporate other stuff as far as meal, parfaits, all kind of stuff like that. So my business, but I it's not as much spin on it because I'm juggling between work, my business,
Mhm.
and so I have other things going on top of that.
Right.
So yeah, I do want to expand. That's I've looked this Cane Boulevard. I looked at places where bad. Um, I've started jotting down things that I will want or put place inside my store. If I was to get my store, it would just be not just strictly or a particular race of people, but the experience. You know, my raps, and then I look at other people's business as far as the people that are in the health where they started, where I can piggyback off what they how they start off their business. I do want to expand. That's very so my heart and my desire hire people because sometimes working for other people is just over all my life working for
Yeah.
people when God has fully put a business in my so basically yeah I'm looking forward to hire doing other stuff like that too.
Let me ask you this. I think we all understand that working for somebody or just going in and get a paycheck is the easiest of these three scenarios. Um,
Mm-hmm.
Now, which is more challenging, having the full time business or having a business and having the juggle going in and working for somebody else and still making sure that your business gets the same attention or even more attention
Mm-hmm.
you get from
I
the job.
That's good. I would say 'cause I have my moments where I'm like where I was full time with my business. It seemed like it was man, like I didn't have like all because you still need to take care. You still have bills to pay. You still have so it's like if I go work for somebody, then because I still have to pay bills, I still have to take care of kids, and I still things. Now with my business, some days you leaving on God for God to send people because at the end of the day, it's like day, but the same money that you make, you have to invest it back in buying, invest it back in stocking up on stuff that you need. And sometimes you have to take all of your money. It may take half of it, and you're back to like square one again. So it's like I don't know, a win and a win, and it's to try to juggle a business full time and then work full time to done doing 8 hours and dealing with the public. I'm too to come home and make you a wrap or make you a salad after a day and to deal with the public is very draining because you're interacting with so many personalities. It's like woo. But then like if you have that mindset is necessary, I'm gonna get it. So even if I pull 8 hours on this day, I'm gonna put in 6 or 5 hours on my business, and that's how it is. They can, because their mindset is like, I don't want to be on this. So if I have to spend like 8 hours on my business, somebody else, however you want to put it, I think it's all up to your mind and consistency and how bad you want it and
Yeah.
how bad you're willing to sleep. I want sleep. I want some sleep. So, it's definitely your mindset. How bad you want it. What are you to give to put into your business? Like how far are you with school and you want a certain degree? You're gonna stay up all night and you're gonna study because degree. And that's just what it's like as far as being an entrepreneur. Your business, you see that it's something that prosperous that got you. He's and it's not gonna just drop out there. You have to like put in time and you have to. It's a lot. It really is because,
Right.
like I said, dealing with the person and they require so much of you. Do this, do that, do that. Deal you out today or tomorrow. You're still replaceable to them. So all those times you're them, it could be time that you're putting in it with your business too. So yeah, it's a lot. But if your mindset is like, listen, put at least 3 hours in my business today. I'm tired, but yeah, and it keeps you saying, okay, I'm gonna keep going. I'm gonna keep going. I'm gonna keep going.
Right.
Yeah. Um, you mentioned the location of Biscayne earlier, and I really think that like that's like 'cause that's definitely like I don't know, that's kind of like a smart move because it might cater to a different demographic, like for real.
Mm-hmm.
Like me just thinking, I'm like, dang, the amount of hotels and like, you're gonna meet a
Mm-hmm.
mixture of people, not just like one diaspora, one group, like you're gonna meet a whole bunch of mixture of people, like people who may be coming in from God knows where, and they like, look, I just want a cheap motel just to get me, some rest. And they may not fancy, like burgers and things of that nature. That just might be their thing.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I like it. I like to have a good wrap, a nice wrap.
Mm-hmm. A nice
But yeah, I
job. It
think
doesn't
that's
cost too
dope.
much. But and that's the thing. Like, I hate to say it, but it's like when you say black people, they always want something for nothing. See that, and it's
True.
true. They
It's
can
true.
see that your business and that this is something that can take off. That you're like you have the potential pushing you and investing in it. Is what can you give me? Oh, that's that. But if you go in Biscayne and
They want
then
that
those
hookup.
those white those Caucasian people money. If the food is good and if the quality is good, no matter if my rap they like it, they're gonna pay $75 and they're not gonna complain about it. But the mindset, oh, can I get a discount? Your rap is too high. Like today, for example, one lady came. Well, I'm paying $6 for 2 pieces of chicken. In my mind, I'm like, ma'am, you have gone up. We don't have control over the sizes of the chicken. But are you really a mule for $6?
Right.
Like, what are you? At the end of the day, this is somebody's business. Like
Yeah.
well, this is not another black person out there robbing. I'm trying to make a see for my children. I'm trying to leave something for them where they don't struggle. So when it comes to our black race, it's like, can you give me a discount? If I give you it for free and I'm always discounting it for you, then really anything. I'm not getting
Not
anything from it.
Yep.
right.
Yep.
Right. Now, can I ask you this? Do you provide? Have you ever provided or thought about providing like samplers, like little small cups of, like those little ketchup cups that you get from like a restaurant, and
Actually,
just
I
put something in.
actually have. I
Okay.
actually have like as I would say like with the salads, like a little cup or whatever. But even with the sample, sometimes sometimes they want to sample it and they'll never support you. Oh, I'm
Yeah.
coming, I'm coming, and like don't just take my samples and don't support. Like I'm I'm coming, sister, or I'm coming, and you never come. Like, that's not how
Facts.
this works. Not how this
Right,
works.
right.
So yeah.
You know, we used to be in Sam's Club. You come by, get a sample. You come by, make a different face, and get another sample, and
Yeah.
come over.
I'm telling you, if the sample is good, I'm gonna buy it. Like,
Right.
okay, let me get that with that. But if this sample ain't good, and I'm just eating it, and okay, I'm coming back, but I ain't, or whatever and stuff like that. Not to say that that's the case with my fire. Our black
Right.
race are, their mindset is a little messed up when it comes to supporting each other. Always have to be a competition. It's not a competition. It's enough money out there for everybody to support you. You support me. We help one another. Word of mouth. You tell somebody, you have a certain amount of people that you vibe with. Pass me on. So that I'm accustomed to, I pass you on. Hey, you need this? I know somebody that's certain. I know sometimes the mindset of it's like not that. Like, oh, you no, and it's not that. The dark, like the Caucasian people, good. The quality is good. It don't matter if it's like $100 or, like I said, they're gonna pay for it. They're not gonna complain about the prices being high.
Right. Right. Yeah, it's something
Yeah, I
that we
think.
all come to contact with. We have people that it's just they just ain't gonna support you. But I'm big
Yo.
on finding your people, because it's a group of people out there for everybody, and we just got to find them. And once we lock in
Mm-hmm.
with them, it's only up from there, man.
Mm-hmm.
So we understand. We understand.
Yeah, my
And like,
spiritual father always say like you're always one person who you need to meet. So that one person you may meet may be that person to give you that. You know what? Let's take your business to the next level, or I want to
Right.
invest in your business. Talk to certain people who would just be like social media, and I'm waiting on people to share my word. Like,
Yeah, we're here for you though. At Degree of Separation, we here to do that for you. You know what I
yeah,
mean?
yeah.
facts, and I definitely from all of the people that or just a couple of them, a good deal of them. I want to say all, but I leave a little margin for
Most,
error
not
for
all, not all, not all, but
yeah,
most.
most. But man, they definitely speak on, man. Yeah, like the consistency is definitely key, man. It's almost like I want to say it's like a law. Like you have to, like they call it, another word for consistency is being faithful. Like
Yes.
it's almost like it's a spiritual law. Like, man, if you're
Yeah.
faithful, you put yourself in every predicament to be successful.
Right.
Like you are everywhere. Like I think about it a lot because I'm like, man, the only thing that really makes a good like rapper, is that dude probably just put flyers up in his whole city and then left his city and put flyers up in a different city and left that city and put flyers up in, you know what I'm saying? Like he just like you just put yourself everywhere so much to the point where people was like, man, I just like I ain't got no choice, but to like eventually see this thing, and eventually when I see it, I reach out
Man,
to it or
yeah.
I connect with it.
Right. A lot of
It's,
people won't
it's
connect with you until
like you
somebody
don't,
else connects with you.
right,
Right.
right. You don't quit. It's like carrying a baby for 9. You reach that trimester where you have to birth that baby. It's like, woo, like and the tossing and the uncomfortability that you went through
Uh,
when you birthed that baby and you see the baby. It was like it was worth carrying. It's like it really was. It really was.
And we have to be careful with the success that we want at a particular time in our endeavors, because as you've experienced already, the boom. Sometimes we can, if we meet that person that we're looking for too soon, then now we can't supply for the increase in, we don't have the inventory. We can't keep up with the demand, and you so many people are coming. Say Elon Musk is your guy, DJ. Say Elon Musk endorsed one of us, our business or something, and now millions upon millions of people is coming and flooding our marketplace, and now we can't keep up with the
You
demand,
ain't ready.
and now we're already out of the
You ain't
business.
ready. And that's
So we got to be careful.
good you say that, because you just can't like live in the moment. You have to prepare, because like what comes,
Right.
like what are your stuff looking like? Do you have this? Do you have that? All goes back to you putting your business in the hands of God, because as you see God there to tell you how to operate your business, what to do. It really nobody say. Like as a believer, you have to like include God in everything, because if you try to do it on your own, it's hard. Nothing without God. If people tell you that they can make it with God, that is a lie. Everything takes the foundation of you doing everything is prayer and seeking God, because you see God. Okay, God, this is something you entrusted into my hands. I'm familiar with. I'm not familiar with this. How do I plan with carrying such a thing in my hand? Like how do, and as time go on and as you keep seeing those, into you what He wants you to do, like you said, you're prepared. God,
Right.
it's not you have inventory, like you're not running out of stuff like that. But if you don't seek God, and if your business is not built off of crash, and then you're back one again, I think that prayer should be the thing you do. It really should, and it really is.
Most definitely. Most definitely. Well, man, Renae, we truly, truly do appreciate you for coming and
For having
joining us here at
me.
Degrees of Separation.
Thank you for having me. He kept saying, "Lo, what day are you free? What day can you come on the podcast?" I'm like, "I know about this." It was like something always came up. Like when I first
Right.
started, he was like, "I gotta, I'm so excited," and it never happened. So, I guess God knows the timing of everything. A timing in God and everything. So, I guess at the right, I was able to get on the podcast with you guys. But
Yes,
I
ma'am.
appreciate being here. It was you guys. It was very fun and interesting. And I guess I don't know. I'll podcast again with you guys.
Yes,
Maybe
ma'am.
when I
It's
expand in different areas and stuff.
hey, anytime you're ready to come back, we are ready to have you, man. I'm telling you, we've had some conversation outside of off air, and I really look forward to just furthering that conversation as well. Besides just the business,
Right, yeah. Yeah, like I heard y'all talking. I get a little excited too when we talk about Christ, because you, you know, excited. I love God too. I'm all out for Jesus and stuff. But that's
Yes,
another
ma'am. Yes,
topic or
ma'am.
whatever.
We
Yeah,
can hear it.
yeah.
Yes, ma'am. We as a matter of fact, I got VJ don't know it, but we're gonna have another um channel dedicated to those things that God, just we're gonna streamline everything degree separation with just business wise, but because we have different topics and different conversations that we have even on this podcast, but I kind of want to separate those things so that we can
Hmm.
have a more specific conversation on what, like if you're going to be on degrees of separation, it's going to be business oriented. If you're going to be on the different channels, it's going to be focused on the biblical worldview and things like that. But
Right,
we most definitely would like to have you back in whatever capacity that you would like to be back. And you
right.
just
Just
we
let me know. It's
yes, ma'am.
it's definitely a yes. Definitely a yes.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. With that being said, let them know. Drop your information, drop your, how they can find you
Okay,
and
so
basically support you.
right as of right now, you guys can follow me off of Facebook page where we go by the name of Renae Salas and Rap Bar, and then you can also IG. I'm still learning how to do TikTok, or you know, they know more about that stuff than I do. But we had up a business page for TikTok where you can follow as well. If
Okay.
you're here, you just reach out to me on our business page. You can inbox me. We have that as well too, and you can just simply just go out on our page and just check out Specialize in, and yeah, we can definitely go from there. I reside in Miami. The sun is always shining and it's always hot, but that's okay. Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
So
Yes, ma'am. Go ahead, DJ. Let them know. Drop the information.
Yes, you can find me at on Instagram at Daryl DJ Sales. Just like it's spelled in my little name right there. It's DARYLLE. DJ Sales, SALES. And also on Facebook, pretty much hit the same thing, just Daryl Sales. And yeah, that's it. Like I said, I I sometimes I put my my clubhouse out there, shaman, but I ain't really feeling it. Ah, he gonna put it up. I
you
ain't
said.
really, I ain't really feeling it. Yeah.
You
But
said.
yeah, also, I do be on Clubhouse, as Shaman the Martyr. You might catch me in there, just talking about theology and philosophy and religion. Yeah.
All
theology,
right.
theology,
Yeah, man.
philosophy, and
You can you know what I'm saying, catch us at degrees of separation. Just look right there for that, right?
You got to
Just look
point
for
at
that
it.
emblem right there. And find us at degrees of separation on everything. DEGREEZ, degrees of separation at gmail.com. If you want to hit us up, have a question, get in contact with us if you want to be on the podcast. Degrees of separation at gmail.com. I said at degreeseparation.com for the website, degrees of separation on all streaming platforms. Give us a rating, you know what I'm saying? No matter what it is, give us a 1 star. If you want to give a 1 star, give us a 1 star. You know what I'm saying? We prefer a 5, but be honest with us.
Yeah, yeah.
Whatever you
We
listen
could
to it
better.
on.
That's a little bit better than we could do.
Yeah. Let us know what we can improve, you know what I'm saying? Go
Facts.
on, like, share, and follow on YouTube, all one word, degrees of separation, man. Again, we may be 1 or 2 degrees separated from each other, but when it comes to God, there should be 0 degrees of separation.
Degrees of separation, connecting to the source.